Well, good morning. Thank you so much for your time. We're here at the beautiful Carlyle Hotel on the Upper East Side in New York, and not many hotels in New York are as legendary as this property, are they?
I'm very fortunate to be able to managing the hotel because it's a hotel that I've known, loved, visited for years, and to me is the epitome of what New York is all about. That sense of entertainment, which we have, of course. It's luxurious, it's very discreet, and also a sense of fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously because we want to ensure that people get to experience us. Some of our associates have been here in excess of 35 years and many in excess of 20 years. So they've got some wonderful stories to tell, and I think that's what guests are looking for when they visit New York.
And it's a fun experience. I mean, you've got beautiful hotel rooms here, but the food and beverage, you're at one of the most fun bars, I think, anywhere in the world. I mean, very few bars in New York even have live music like you have, and have that style and the atmosphere and so much history. I mean, F&B is king in this hotel.
It is king in this hotel, and that's not always said in New York, and it's also run all by us. We don't outsource any of our food and beverage to other operators as well. We have a great entrance for our food and beverage outlets off Madison, so you don't have to come through discreet lobby of the hotel. And the interesting thing is, for this restaurant, Dowling's, for the gallery, the Champagne Bar, Bemelman's, Cafe Carlyle, 90% of the people that come into these outlets are from elsewhere in New York and around the area. It's not always our hotel guests, which isn't always the case in hotels in any city in the world.
I think when you get into the hotel rooms and having this fun, wonderful view that you have there, they're comfortable rooms in terms of the style, but just sitting there and looking out over the rooftops of this part of New York is actually quite a nice experience in its own right, isn't it?
Yes, I think if you're fortunate enough to book one of the suites in the towers, and that's where you get those views of Central Park and the rooftops of Manhattan. For many of our rooms, it really is a neighborhood view. You're at the level of the other buildings, and a lot of our rooms are old apartments that people used to live in because this is a mixed residence building. We have residents and we have the hotel. So we have some of the old residents actually in our hotel inventory, so you feel like you're in a New York apartment.
You definitely are. It's got that feeling about it. I think it's a beautiful building on the Upper East Side, but it's a nice part of New York. You've got some great shopping at the front door. You've got the Met up the street, the Guggenheim, Central Park. It really is a lovely part of New York, isn't it?
It is a fabulous part of New York, and so my husband and I have had the benefit of living in Tribeca and living up here now, and we're very fortunate. You know, it's a very short walk to Central Park, to one of the gates to get in there. Madison Avenue is legendary to the north of us and to the south of us, and then just a couple of blocks away across Park and Lexington, it's a much younger scene vibe, many restaurants and cafes that are opening up as well. So you get the best of both worlds. You get the New York that you expect, that you saw in all the movies, and of course Central Park, and then you get this new New York a couple of blocks away if you want to explore that.
And your X factor here at the hotel?
The X factor at the hotel, Bemelman's, I would say. Bemelman's because it epitomizes what we are trying to achieve to maintain the DNA of this hotel and why it's so legendary, whilst moving forward and appealing to the next generation. And I know you've been to Bemelman's, so you see the mix in age groups in there, demographics. Really, the young people of New York have really attached to this bar. We want to introduce what the style of the Carlyle is to the next generation, so we can flourish for another 92 years. And I think we can do that through Bemelman's, which we are, and doing it through Dowling's as well.
Well, what a wonderful experience, and thank you for having us.
Thank you.